Hello everyone! Hi, I'm Kay, and I am one of the Study in Finland ambassadors, and I'm from the video squad. Okay, so today we're going to talk about student accommodation right here in Finland and from the perspectives of my perspective. So of course it may vary from one city to another depending on the size and everything, but you will get an idea of how student accommodations work here in Finland by looking through this video, and we'll do some tours of the room, and not just my room but also one of my friend's room. I asked for her help to kind of tour around the room, so we'll get to see how student rooms look. First things first, let's see my room where I stay right now. Okay, so we can start from our very start. So welcome to my apartment. So here on the left there's like a coat hanger, and of course for shoes and etc. And for me, I just put some scarves and things like that there. And then please don't mind them because I just moved in recently, so some stuffs are still here and some are for sale. Okay, and then here is the closet that is already built in. I really like this apartment because it's actually very new, and you can see my messy closet. So I don't need a mirror, also a separate mirror, because this one has a built-in mirror. But of course not every apartment has it. So here is the other side of the closet. Okay. And there's the fridge here. So this is kind of like the hallway that you come in, and since it's a studio room, you can see of course everything is here in one place. But 27.5 meters square studio apartment, so compared to smaller studio apartment, this is a little bit more spacious. And here is the kitchen. So they have a lot of storage cabinets, which are very ideal for me because I have a lot of stuff to store in. And here's the stove and here's the oven. So these are all included, but of course microwave and other furnitures is not included. You have to bring your own. But there are also some furnished apartments, but most apartments in Finland are unfurnished, so you can decide what kind of furnitures and what kind of decorations you want to add in the house. This is kind of like the living room that I have set up here. So you can see like this is kind of like the living room that I have set up here. Oh, you can see my tripod here. And this is the dining table, but I'm just living alone, so I don't have separate chair, but I use just this bench thingy. And please don't mind this. This is more my laundry. And of course I put my bed here and the bedside table. So this is pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to show my bathroom and the toilet. So, well, you can see a lot of stuff here. Please don't mind. Okay, so here, this is the shower and the toilet, and here the mirror again. And of course here, most of the bathrooms here, they have like inside cabinets on these mirrors, so really helpful again. And yeah, so this is it. So since this is kind of like a compound area with all the buildings around here are student apartment, so it's pretty big compound, I would say. So it's all the laundry rooms are not right under the apartment, but of course in my old apartment, which is also a student apartment, the laundry room is right in the building, so that is also more convenient. But this is not that far too, like only 2 minutes walk, which is actually I enjoy because it makes me get out of the house and also walk a bit, some movement, some physical activity. You can see that there's the sauna and the laundry room together. And one thing about Finland, like all the things work with just... And one thing about Finland is that it works just with one key. So my room you can access with this key, but you can also access to any other like laundry room and everything with just this key as well. So this is the sauna and wash shower. And here you can see the laundry room as well. So here are some laundries machines. And these are like the dryer, and these are the washing machine. Okay. And of course a little area for you to also just wait for laundry or whatever you want to do. Okay, so that was it. That's the laundry room. To use these laundry room and sauna, you have to book through an online system for the student housing, and of course you have a designated like booking time. Like for example, you can get 4 hours of laundry per week. Yeah, like you get 4 hours of laundry for free per week. You can book it, and also for sauna you can get a 1 shift per week for sauna as well. So it's pretty convenient, and it's enough. Like I think 4 hours is more than enough, because usually I just take about 2 hours to do my weekly laundry. Okay, let's go back. So since the weather is becoming really nice over here, it's really enjoyable. You don't really need any jackets anymore, and it's much become warmer. So yeah, let's go. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Welcome.
Okay, so we will. This is my friend's room, and we'll explore what a shared apartment looks like here. And she lived very close to me. So hi. This is
Hi.
Being.
I'm from Thailand and this is my room.
Okay, so let's take a look around. This is like the living room.
Yes, and then the kitchen here. And I'm sharing my room with another girl.
Yeah.
And this is my bedroom.
Bedroom. Do you mind if we come in
Yes.
and check your bedroom?
Yes, so I've been living here. And this is
So
my bedroom. And
cute.
the next.
So cute. So cute, so cute. Okay. So this is the shower and also toilets. Okay. And they have a clothes hanger also here, that you can just store some stuffs. A lot of space. And hi. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so we see this is another room here. Hi. Hi, Sabika. Yeah, so cute. The rooms are so cute. So basically this is 2 rooms, but usually it's like they are shared rooms, like two shared rooms or 3 shared rooms, right? So maybe I can put it here like this. So thank you for showing your room around.
My pleasure.
So I want to ask you, so in the share apartment, how much does it cost, and like how much does it like electricity, what it covers?
I pay around 300 euro per month,
Okay.
and that's cover everything. For example, with the electricity and also heater and water. Yes.
Okay, so it's all included. So it's unlike my room, which was like not included the electricity, but this is good that it covers everything. So you don't have to be like think about anything, and you can just pay the money and that's it.
Yes, and I think it's pretty good because also with the laundry, I don't have to pay anything if I want to use the services. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So it's very good. Like I think living in a student apartment, it has a lot of benefits, like unlike in a private room. So if you're coming to study as an international student, it's very good that you just stay in a student housing, and it's mostly like, you know, all the laundry is also free, and sauna and other charges. Of course, there are different kinds of apartments. In some, like you have to pay electricity, but mostly it's covered in. So what do you like most about staying in a student housing apartment, and of course a shared one? What's the benefits?
I think first, I think the price is very cheap compared to like studio apartment that you live alone. And I think the second thing is that you can make friends. For example, with roommates, I think you made a great connection with other people as well if you have shared apartment.
Yes, that's true. I agree. Like, of course, I'm living in a studio, but still, it's good in a shared apartment because I used to live in a shared apartment, and we met through each other, like through shared apartments, friends. So that's a lot of great benefits there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Beam.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Since you have seen my studio room and also my friend's room, which is a shared apartment, I hope you got a little bit of idea how student apartments work here in Finland. And of course, it will differ from size to size because there are smaller shared rooms and some cost only like 250 euro per month. So that is actually very how would I say, like low and really affordable as a student. So of course, if you have a bigger and more spacious room and more renovated, then it could be a little bit more expensive, like 400, 500, or even a little bit more as well. And of course, and also private apartments, they have their own prices, and depending on the cities, the prices will change. So you can actually look at one of our student ambassadors who wrote about the accommodation in Finland and the accommodation sites that where you can check and where you can actually rent. They're actually quite scams, so you could try to avoid, but those tips are also given in the blog there. In my opinion, staying in a student housing in the city is actually very convenient because, for example, most apartments is all included in the rent, so you don't really need to handle your own electricity or insurance and etc. But for example, some apartments you still have to do electricity, but still all the services are in the student housing, so that's really good. So first of thing is like affordable. It's much more affordable compared to private apartments, so that's one. And then number two is also it's a student housing, so most of the people that live in the buildings are also like student environment, student friendly. So of course you can always get to know students and maybe can even become friends within your neighborhood as well. So that's number two. And number three is, I don't know about like other cities, but at least in my city, number 3 point for student housing is that they arrange a lot of like student housing events which you could join for free or very little cost. Like for example, I stay in Vasa and we could go to like Tampere for an IKEA trip that is organized by the student housing itself, so which is pretty cool, right? So you get to go to these events and kind of trips for very free, like 0 or maybe like 2 euros, which is like very cheap. So I guess like it's very good and a lot of have benefits for the students, and of course you are a student, so you should get to enjoy the benefits while you're being a student. I mean, you can get to stay in a private apartment anytime later in after you graduate or when you start working in Finland. So yeah, that's what I think about student apartments. Okay, so I hope you got an idea of how student apartments in Finland look like, and I hope this was really informative video for you as well. If you want to know more about our live student ambassadors, like real lives, you can tune into our Instagram account, which is really active. So more reels, more stories every day. That's one. And then of course subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get more and watch more informative videos like this. And don't also forget to read our blogs by our uni ambassadors, so you can get to also read about different perspectives on different topics about studying in Finland as an international student. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.